ドジャースの大谷翔平選手が、27日のホワイトソックス戦で、2試合連続となる先頭打者ホームランを放ちました。昨日に引き続き大活躍だった大谷選手を詳しく解説している番組の翻訳をご紹介いたします。それではご覧ください。
Brought to you by Arco at Shohei Ohtani with an RBI now in 10 consecutive games. Nomar, that is a franchise record.
That's pretty good, John.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure he's going to have a lot of franchise records by the time he's finished with that uniform. But incredible. The consistency, what he's been doing. We always say, we have all these adjectives we keep saying, we're losing them to describe them. But at the same time, he continues to find ways to impress us all.
It's also his 9th career leadoff home run to start a game, and it's actually back-to-back nights he's done it, Jerry. Pretty impressive stuff there from Shohei.
I'm going to start calling him 1-0 because that's what he's doing. Outstanding job. We're going to go Access 360 and break down Shohei Ohtani. Again, when you're pitching to him, you got to be very careful. First game right here on Tuesday, going to break the ball. Yes, it's up, but it's outer third. So it's not that bad of a pitch. Gets it off the end of the bat. Pham has a beat on it, unable to make the play. It is over the wall. He apologizes to the first base back. Here they want to cut her in. Uh-oh, you didn't get it in. Left out, middle of the plate. He destroys balls. Outer third, hits him the other way, dead center, and sometimes full side. 1-0, good guy once again. We're going to get a little side by side. The breaking ball on the left, the cutter, but almost the same location. Outer third, still able to put his head down on contact. On the left, doesn't get, but he gets enough. And then on the right, absolutely destroys it. He's all smiles because he's really starting to realize, you know what? I am that dude. I am that guy. I could be not only the best player on the planet right now, but possibly the greatest player that ever lived. We haven't even seen him pitch yet. I heard, word is out, that he's a pretty good pitcher as well. That's what I heard.
He was throwing 90 feet today as well before the game, and then he went out there and put on a show once again offensively. Let's hear from Shohei. Right now, he's standing by with DV and the media.
First of all, since you are a pitcher as well, how impressive was Gavin Stone tonight?
今日ギャビン・ストーンの投球の印象、素晴らしい投球だったと思うんですけども、大谷さんから見てどうでしたか？
もう素晴らしかったですね。気づいたら回が終わってるような、そのぐらい速いテンポでリズムよく投げてました。
I mean, spectacular. You know, by the time you realize the inning's over, and he just repeated that all night long.
Does it mean anything for you to hold a Dodger record that helps the team as far as driving in a run for 10 straight games?
ドジャースの記録を抜いたっていうことで、勝利に貢献するような記録っていうのを乗り越えたっていう意味では何かすごく印象的ですか？
そうですね。ランナーがいる状況が多いですし、自分自身のアットバットをまず継続していくのをまず一番に考えているので、その結果打点がついてきているのかなと思います。
There's been a lot of opportunities with runners on base, and just all I'm trying to do is have a quality at bat. So I think it's the result of that.
I think you talked a little bit last time about the home run derby. Just what are your thoughts on that and your composition on potential here?
ホームランダービーのことに関して昨日コメントあったと思うんですけども、改めて考えてホームランダービーのことに関して何か考えありますか？
昨日の今日なのでまだそこまで考えてないですし、正式にいろいろな人と相談して決めたいなと思います。
Hasn't really changed much since yesterday. It's something I have to talk to a lot of people about and make a decision.
Last one, guys.
Shohei, how much does what you're doing in the last 10, 11 games come down to you trusting to allow the ball to travel deeper in the strike zone?
10試合、11試合のその打席の中でそのボールをもうちょっと深く捉えるっていうことっていうのは試みていることなんですか？
シンプルにストライクを振るっていうのが一番のポイントだと思うので、そこさえできていればある程度はいいスイング、いい構えができている証拠じゃないかなと思います。
Really, my approach is to swing at strikes and just making sure that my posture and everything else is lined up.
Thank you.
It was all love for Gavin Stone tonight from his teammates. His first complete game since his final college start back in 2020. We'll hear more from Stone and Dave Roberts coming up. Moment of the game, Jerry, the final out of Gavin Stone's first career complete game shutout.
I love that late running fastball tying up the hitter right there. Really good play by Gavin Lux up the middle. Congrats, Gavin Stone. I'll tell you what, the Professor. That might be his new nickname, Professor, carving up guys, looking good.
9th shutout win of the season for the Dodgers, their first complete game shutout by a pitcher in 2 years. Let's hear more from Gavin Stone. He's deserved it. He's standing by in the clubhouse.
All right, Gavin, it's been a little bit more time now. Has it sunk in what you accomplished tonight?
I mean, that was cool. Just getting a win for the club. We really needed it after using our bullpen yesterday. But, yeah, it was sick to get a dub right there.
When you came off the mound in the 7th inning, the 8th inning, did you even peek at the bullpen?
I tried not to. I saw how many pitches I had, and I just tried to focus on, just getting guys out, not even worrying about going deep in the game.
You went 9 innings, you remember?
I think the last outing of college, probably. So, wow.
Was that a no-hitter?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't mention that part?
Dave said before the game, described the bullpen as thin in terms of what is available, and then said he had a lot of confidence in you to go deep into a game just like you have been doing. What does it mean to you to hear him say that, you've reached the point where he feels pretty comfortable with a considerable expectation of you?
Yeah, that's awesome. To hear him just say that he has that confidence in me to go deep into games, that's huge.
Do you allow yourself to think about the season you're having potentially leading to an all-star berth, and if so, like what would that mean?
No, just trying to get wins for the club.
When you have
You want to think about that?
No.
when Ohtani leads the game off with a home run, even though it's 1-0, how much easier does it allow you to throw strikes and get ahead?
Yeah, that's the good thing about our offense is they put up a lot of runs, and so when they get ahead early, it makes it a lot easier to settle down. And so, having Show lead off and hitting 2 bombs first at bat of the game 2 days in a row is huge for us.
What was working well and what allowed you to be so efficient tonight?
The 2-seam was working well, slider, and then just, mixing certain pitches after that, keeping them off balance a little bit and getting it on their hands.
How much is that changeup kind of an X factor for you? Austin was saying that when you land it with your hand speed, it's pretty nasty, and then you said you threw some in the dirt. Like, how much is that an X factor in terms of how deep you can go when you can get that feel for that pitch?
Yeah, it's huge, especially when I have a good feel for it. And if I don't, then I have a couple other weapons to rely on and just kind of use that as a little bit of chase. But no, it's been a huge pitch for me the past 4 years. Yeah.
All right, an absolute gem by Gavin Stone. Nomar, I think it's time to break this one down because this was as good as it gets.
And you know what? He touched on it when he was getting interviewed. He's like, yeah, I pretty much had my 2-seam working. I had the command of that, felt pretty good. And then I have a really good slider, and then my changeup, and I was mixing and matching. We're going to see the K-zone and see exactly what he was talking about. The way he was putting guys away. He was getting ahead of these hitters in order to keep them off balance. I mean, here we are with a 2-2. Talked about that changeup. Devastating. The movement on that changeup. And then when you're able to command the fastball down in the zone, it makes all of these pitchers we always talked about so much more effective. There was the slider. It had such a late, sharp break with that slider. Then the changeup, it just freezes you because you saw it before where you're thinking it went out of the zone, you swung on it, and that one, you freeze it going, think it was going to drop, and it ends up getting a strike. Perfectly located with that fastball right there. So he had the 2-seamer, the changeup, even inducing weak contact, even when maybe there was a runner on base, being able to get a double play, you appreciate your defense, but still, everything out of the middle of the strike zone, everything is on the corners. He is just looking at the glove, at Austin Barnes, whatever he's putting down, and able to throw it exactly where he wanted to.
I said it 2 years ago. I saw him pitch in Double-A. I go, this kid's going to be a problem. He wasn't lighting the radar gun, but you saw the movement, even at Double-A. Hitters do not like movements, especially late-breaking movement where it's running in on your hands or darting out of the zone. He commands all 4 or 5 of his pitches. He's confident throwing at any time of the count. He's a nightmare to deal with when he's on his A game. He was on his A game tonight. Outstanding job.
He was certainly fantastic. You also said to credit Austin Barnes as well for the work he did behind the plate tonight. So let's hear from Barnes. He's standing by with David and the media.
Austin, first complete game for the Dodgers since Buehler did it 2 years ago. What was working so well for Gavin tonight?
Same stuff he's been doing, really. Just sinking the ball, putting. It's just really uncomfortable. But he's throwing the ball hard and he's just boring it on their hands. And then, his slider makes you respect the other side of the plate. He has the ability to 4-seam on the other side, and then and his changeup he threw some good ones in there today too, but it was, I think it's just his sinker and his slider today that was really just helping us throughout the lineup.
When you have a pitcher that's going that way and feels like a lot is working for him, how fun is it as a catcher, and how much easier of a job does it make it?
Oh, it makes it so much easier. His ability to affect people in, get them away, spin the ball away, get that special little changeup underneath them at times is, it's unique. He's got a great little mix, really confident right now, and he made it really, he made it really easy today.
Felt like the Benintendi at bat maybe was the one that was extended a little bit more in the 6th inning, but he got him to the ground into an inning-ending double play. How did you navigate through that?
Yeah, I thought his changeup was he just had to get it, though, a good changeup. Really, I think his changeup's special. I think sometimes throughout this game he was kind of thrown in the dirt a little bit, but when he lands it, it's with his hand speed, it's pretty special. So yeah, you can't say enough about what Sonny's been doing for us, going deep into games, resetting the bullpen. He's just been quiet, steady, just going about his business, and it's a testament to him.
How were you reacting when you saw nobody was going up to win the 8th inning or before the 9th inning? Were you taken aback that he was going that far?
No, I was happy. I hate when they pull Stoney, because you get in the rhythm of the pitcher and he's kind of out there doing his thing, dancing a little bit, and then you kind of want to, if he's able to do it, you want to finish it with him, and it's not easy to do, to go complete game shutout. That's a special moment, and I'm glad he was able to do it.
Gavin Stone closed it out. Shohei Ohtani got it started with his 25th home run of the season. More reaction after the Dodgers sweep the White Sox from Chicago coming up. 7 strikeouts from the Dodgers tonight. And by the Dodgers, I mean Gavin Stone. He did it all by himself. You can celebrate tomorrow by going to Jack in the Box. Get a free Jumbo Jack with the purchase of a large drink only at LA area restaurants. Gavin Stone, a CG complete game shutout, and providing free Jumbo Jacks to everybody tomorrow. Let's go right back to Chicago. Dave Roberts is talking with DV and the media.
Dave, you had a front row seat to Gavin Stone tonight. How fun was it for you to watch him go out there and not only do something we haven't seen in 2 years, but obviously give the team a boost and rest the bullpen?
Man, he looked like the bulldog tonight. That was really fun to watch. I think that you can sense a player that the game slows down when they can. Specifically a pitcher, starting pitcher, where they can focus on the game plan, executing pitches, but also understand, what's around them, what's happening around them. Today we are coming into the game very, very short in the pen, and so certainly to be able to keep that in the back of your mind and know what's expected of you as a starter on that particular night, and then to still go out there and execute pitches and do what he did was pretty special. And I think that's our first complete game of the year, his first of his career, and there was still more in there, and he wasn't stressed at all. The command was an 80 tonight. Austin, I just got to give him so much credit for the fingers and sequencing, and when you're talking about going 3 times through the lineup and even a few hitters 4 times through, you've got to do some different things, and there weren't many balls hit. Robert hit that ball really well to the line out to Rojas, but outside of that, there wasn't a whole lot of hard contact, and 7 punch, no walk, and just in complete control, just a dominant performance. And for a young player, with service time like that, was really exciting and encouraging for all of us.
How mature beyond his years is Gavin Stone?
A very mature young man. I think that, some of the guys in the clubhouse act their age, but Gavin is very mature, very disciplined, and, understands that he's got a job to do, and he does everything he can in his power to prepare and to perform well. And, those are important things. And so, again, he wasn't running from the 8th, wasn't running from the 9th, and he had the blinders on all night long.
9-pitch 8th inning. Can you take us through what you're thinking and seeing starting in the 7th when you're allowing him to keep going?
Yeah, the 7th, I felt really comfortable in him starting the 7th. Like I said, there was no stress. It didn't look like he was laboring as far as trying to command the baseball. And then the 8th, I just, again, the pitch count was low, wasn't stressed. He got the quick pop-up. And then, thinking about potentially Banda getting Lopez and taking on the Mendick tax. I just felt that his stuff was good enough to get through that inning, which he did pretty easily. And then the 9th, it was going to be a shorter leash with Alex behind him. He was going to finish the game tonight. And then, once he got Sosa, Pham, 2-strike base hit. And then I just felt that, it was sort of his game. And I was going to have him take on Robert as well. And he was going to be ready for jokes. But, just the way he was throwing the baseball, I wanted it to be his game. And I think he was smelling it.
Dodgers now look to improve upon their 5-1 record against the rival Giants starting Friday night in the Bay Area. We will preview that matchup and have some final thoughts coming up next. Dodgers-Giants rivalry continues Friday night as the Dodgers travel to the Bay Area for the final time this season. They're 5-1 against their rivals in the season series. It's going to be facing Logan Webb in the series opener for San Francisco, Jerry. Regardless of the standings, Dodgers-Giants, it's always must-see TV.
It's always a great rivalry, especially in San Francisco. I think the last time the Dodgers were in San Francisco, the Dodger fan base did a great job of taking over that stadium. Hopefully, more of the same.
They do a great job taking over a lot of stadiums. There's no doubt about it. I mean, when we saw that comeback in Colorado, we were thinking, was that a Dodger stadium? It sure felt like that, and the players felt that. Get the same over there in San Francisco. Carry this momentum over there and make sure, focus game one.
And in game one, Nomar, it's going to be Landon Knack. He's getting another opportunity in the rotation to make another statement there in San Francisco.
Which is great because he deserves it. I mean, the way he has been pitching, he's been going out there and giving him a quality start each and every outing. I love his makeup. I love his calmness and demeanor on the hill. Very similar to Gavin Stone. These young guys go out there, they're confident, they're composed, and go take it to them.
They rely on their stuff more than their velocity. Knack and Gavin Stone, they're all fun to watch.
Dodgers sweep the White Sox. They've won 4 in a row Friday. Dodgers-Giants pregame begins at 6 o'clock. We will see you right here on Sportsnet LA.
いかがでしたか？大谷翔平選手のホームラン、本当に見事でしたね。感想をぜひコメント欄でお聞かせください。このチャンネルは日本人メジャー選手に対する海外のインタビューなどの翻訳動画をご紹介いたします。ぜひ、チャンネル登録高評価よろしくお願いいたします。